will wash balls for free. Dean grabs a chainsaw and Vicky gets the flame. Here they come to bring the pain. Ooh, the investigations are free. DMV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every Clifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky. If your name is Manning or PTP, Vicky's gonna find what there is to see. And if your name is Jonathan Delvaros, Dean will come and remove your toes. Ooh, they use objectivity. DMV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every grifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky. Research pays off, don't you know? It pays to be in the Twitter. Their patience really is legendary. And what they learn about you is scary. Ooh, castrated you will be. DMV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every grifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky. Dean and Vicky, an unlikely team, spotting truth like a laser beam. Eric July cannot escape the truth. His books are shipped like a goof. Their work is simply D. DMV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every grifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky. Vicky and Dean will find you. Vicky and Dean will remind you. Vicky and Dean will expose you. Vicky and Dean will depose you. The investigations are free. DMV will wash your balls in gasoline. Every grifter emasculated will agree. Nobody can do it like Dean and Vicky.
Yeah.
Come on.
Good evening, everybody. We are live yet again. I am joined, as always, by Vicky.
Hello, everybody. How are you tonight?
Oh no, you're so much louder than me. All right, let's turn you down. I think that's good.
Okay.
No, that's not. All right, maybe right there.
Too much.
Too much. But anyways, guys, we are live yet again. It's Sunday. Big surprise. And we got quite the show for you guys tonight.
We do. You're not actually exaggerating this time.
Not this time. We have like 5 different topics. We're going to try to get through all of them.
Sorry for Voshay, it's going to be a longer stream.
Hopefully not. Or hopefully. Depends on if you like the content. I already miss Dean's, I already miss long hair Dean. Yeah, I got a haircut. As you can see on screen, I no longer have long hair. Big Daddy says, I looked at Ethan's stream for a little bit. Looks like Dan Fraga is the next to be railroaded out of Comicsgate. Ethan has endorsed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, just what an idiot. I know some of you might like Dan. What an idiot. But anyways, what do you think, Vicky?
Oh, goodness gracious. It just insanity last night. And then, I guess Ethan was streaming early this morning too, and then now I guess I saw a community post from Dan Fraga where he had something like 38 messages,
Wow.
text messages. Yeah.
What a, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy.
I think I DM'd it to you. I'm pretty sure it was like it was insanity.
Yeah, I don't remember. But I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I don't know. Just what an idiot. Dan Fraga. I really can't stress that enough. What an idiot.
With a really late book.
With an insanely late book. Hashtag justice for Allie. I
double checked and it was 84.
It's weird. Sorry. 84?
84 messages.
Wow. That's insane. Yeah. Justice for Allie. It's weird how everybody can be a giant piece of shit in the whole that's involved.
Both sides.
All sides, all five.
There's no heroes here.
Yeah. What a clusterfuck. But we'll get into that a little later. I'm new to your lives, but I'm here for this. W thumbnail.
Well, hello.
Well, thank you. I don't know what W thumbnail means, but I hope you enjoy the stream. I will try to not make it bad, but no promises. Just call me Hen. Others may know her as Hen. Says, thank feck you looked like an emo.
He did. Yeah, long-haired Dean looks like an emo.
That's rude.
It's true.
You're all very rude. Timestamp of 2:53. Thank Cornbread Man later. Thank him indeed. Urinal Liquor says Liam Oz Hennycuck infiltrator. Yeah, that's right, because I said, hey, all motherfuckers. And oh, thank God there's not. The thumbnail for this stream was enticing. Well, thank you. I've been trying. Mandy Summers' videos have fingernails. Says Urinal Liquor. He will make it really bad. I will do my best to not. Trust me, bro. Junk says Dan made storyboards for Dean's. Junk, this isn't Raptors. I do ban people in both discriminately and indiscriminately.
Yeah.
And you can find yourself the fuck out of here for good, bud. Let that be a warning to you. No, I'm joking. Maybe. Don't say it again, you piece of shit.
Just don't do it again.
Don't fucking do it again. But anyways, Colonel Morg says, better to look like an emo than an emu. Yes. Emus, the conquerors of Australia.
Greetings, Morg.
Yeah, so. Let's just get into it, guys. We have, like I said, quite the show. It's a big one. Let's start off with, there's a guy named Johnny Somali. I guess we should give some context because we haven't talked about this before.
Yeah.
So let's switch that back. Guys, there's a guy named Johnny Somali, for those of you that don't know, many of you probably do. He was streaming in Korea. He's from America, right?
Yeah,
he's just
been
an idiot.
He's been banned from Japan, so he can't stream in Japan. And then the police arrested him. They pressed charges, but it's a weird kind of system. I mean, not unlike, I guess he didn't have to pay bail or anything, but he's sort of out on his own recognizance. He had the trial last Friday, and yeah. He's an asshole, and he's an asshole. Is an understatement.
Yeah. Also, he deserves everything he's getting. Let's check it out.
Was right to say you should never have kids. Your father was right. Your father was right.
So here's a status update. We still have the case scheduled for March 7th. We still have it venued at the Western District Courthouse in Seoul, which means that's where it's going down. It's going on down on March 7th at the Western District Courthouse in Seoul. There is still a travel ban in effect. And by the way, the travel ban in effect stays in effect upon conviction. So if he's convicted, he cannot leave until payment of all fines and serving all jail time. And if he cannot pay any and all fines, remember, if he cannot pay all fines, he is sent to the cabbages. Additional charge. Here it is, guys. Today, Johnny Somali is officially charged with an additional count of obstruction of business. That's right. We have one more obstruction of business account. One more charge of obstruction of business. So now we have 2 official on the record counts of obstruction of business. This is a brand new charge in addition to the existing 3 charges. It's
What happened to him? No, what is this guy doing? He's drinking soju and then throwing up.
Dirty ass night, dirty ass fucking dirty bitch. Don't ever lie on my ass again, ugly ass lie.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, I got niggas on. I got niggas on right now. When I go to the judge tomorrow and say, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm mentally ill. I don't know what's going on. I have a bipolar disorder. And what may I do? I left my medication in America. I don't know what's happening, Your Honor. Please help me. I am a psychopath. I plead mentally insane. And they say, okay, go home with a fine of $500. What is this nigga gonna say? I just spilled my fucking drink everywhere. Real niggas gonna. I'm giving y'all the first viral moment tonight.
This is the night before his trial.
I just threw up everywhere. So chat, let's go out. This shit is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know where the black bag is. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Shit is ridiculous. I don't even understand what. Look, if I'm gone for 15, 20 minutes, bear with me. But if I'm not, like, stick with me. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm going outside because shit is boring. Hold on, I'm gonna disconnect for a little bit. I gotta get some more service. Relax. I might be back 10, 20 minutes.
You excited?
I'm gonna take pills and drink before. All I want to say to you, Katana, thank you, and continue doxing those locations. I'm gonna give you a new role if I can do that for you. I'm like a dictator, but you're Somali's favorite, Katakana. Keep doxing that nigga ABZ for me.
They're claiming that like I came in and I was fucking blindsided by the fact that I had a new charge and motherfuckers was like sitting in the wrong place and niggas was nervous. This shit was a breeze, and the only reason I'm ready to start going live again, because honestly I have no fear. Like, that's really, these people are clout chasing off my name so badly. Because these niggas are from Pakistan saying I arrived late and hungover. Okay, they're not lying about that part.
I'll give you that. I was late to the court by like an hour. I was hungover.
So they're
I'm
not
be honest
lying.
about that. But it wasn't really that big of a deal. It wasn't really that big of a deal. You know, I showed up drunk. I showed up happy. Like, the charges that they have me put on, the charges that they have me for are such minor, minuscule charges. It's fucking obstruction of, like, bro, spilling a cup of noodles, carrying a fucking fish. Refresh. Let me know if I'm live, guys. I don't know if I'm live. Check if I'm live. But they got me for, like, spilling a cup of noodles. They got me for carrying a fucking stinky fucking fish. They got me for some fucking bullshit, bro. Like, this shit is... You can't go to jail for that in any fucking country. But the reason I've been quiet is I didn't want to really feed the trolls. I didn't really want to feed, like, this energy of motherfuckers lying and making up all this bullshit about me. I know for a fact I'm not going to go to jail. Not one day in jail, but... I have the footage of me and Hank leaving the court laughing our asses off. Like, bro, we're not taking this shit serious.
He doesn't know Hank's address and apartment number where he's.
That is
so
well.
stupid.
Yeah, he kept answering that he didn't know. Yeah, no, it's bad. It looks really bad for him.
Then he said, I don't know because I don't speak Korean. And then the judge said, you can speak English. Because the judge,
The nigga told me, what's the address, nigga? I'm like, nigga, I don't know how to tell you, nigga. How do I say ching chong, ching ching ching? How can I say that to you? I don't speak your language. Lying and making up all this bullshit about me. I know for a fact I'm not going to go to jail. Not one day in jail, but...
Yeah. Not one day.
Not one
Not
day. Doubtful.
Yeah. I think he really thinks the fine is going to be that small. That it's only going to be $500. But it's not. He pled guilty to the previous counts. And then in April, they'll have another trial for the because of the one they added.
Yeah.
Like the day before court. But there's another case brewing in the Eastern District.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the deep fake case.
Yeah.
So he could be charged as well.
Yeah.
And then there's another one. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. The guy's a giant asshole. And he deserves everything coming his way. You know, he knew what he was doing was wrong every time. Everything they have him for, he knew it was wrong. He did it anyways. And he's gonna learn a lesson.
Yeah. So, according to Legal Mindset, and I may be a little wrong about this, but it sounds sort of like this California 3 strikes law, right? So, he's just pled guilty to 3 counts. So there'll be a fine for each one of those counts. But now he goes in front of the court for the 4th count. And he's already a convicted criminal. So the fine becomes even higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which makes it far more unlikely that he'll pay it, and he'll end up doing manual labor in prison to pay it off.
Rough.
Very rough.
Fucking rough, guys.
Yeah.
I think that's all I have to say on it. The guy's an idiot, and he's gonna deserve it. He's gonna deserve.
But they.
Oh, you cut out.
Oh, yeah. They have a name in Japan now for these rowdy IRL streamers. But apparently, Ice Poseidon and his crew are on their way over to Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Johnny's threatening a confrontation because they've sort of left him to hang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pest says Asians always trying to keep the black man down. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. So now guys, we have some Amouranth. We're gonna save the Comicsgate stuff for last, so I know that's what most of you want. But we're saving that for the last topic. So just have fun and let's see what's going on with Amouranth.
Come on. Go, 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 go.
People reach out to me, a lot of stream friends, a lot of family members, offline friends, so that's really cool. It is a very, I guess, long story, so I can't go into the details today since we're still working on the investigation with the detectives and stuff, so I can't really reveal too much about it yet. I don't want to compromise any ongoing work, but there will be more stuff about it next week, for sure. But as you know, the public knowledge that I can share with you is that I was involved in a robbery and held at gunpoint at my house. Super scary. Yeah, it was probably the craziest shit that ever happened to me. And yeah, that was... But yeah, I really appreciate you guys understanding though, so thanks for the support. Like, I got so many people immediately, like after it happened, people found out so fast. Like, I was still in the, I was still like in the ambulance when I had a bunch of people start texting me, so that's really cool. So thank you guys for that. It's been weird. It's been a very surreal feeling. Like, I still am trying to process what happened exactly. Like, it kind of feels like a dream. But I'm lucky that I'm okay. Yeah, so if I won't be here again until next week, when I can share more details with you guys. But yeah, I'm glad I'm okay too. Like, it could have been crazy, crazy bad. I mean, I could not be here, honestly. So.
So she apparently led them to the room where the streaming room in the house where she knew that her husband would be with a gun. Apparently. Yeah. That's the story. They're sticking to it.
You cut out.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. My internet shit this week.
Yeah, no, that's so a lot of people are saying they don't believe her. I find it hard to believe that somebody would like
fake
it and like have police involved, like a police investigation. But at the same time, you know, just to cover my ass, I guess, it is 2025. And things are crazy. So
yeah.
I could also believe that she would fake it. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, she has millions, so why would she pull this fraud though? I think for more relevancy, if I were to guess, would be the reason, but I find it hard to believe anyone would put themselves like in the way of like actual criminal like charges just for more well, no, a lot of people would, but you get what I'm saying. Like if it was fake, if that were to ever come out, she'd be putting herself in like real legal trouble.
Yeah, she'd be in jail. Yeah.
And I'd like to think most people would be smarter than that. But it is 2025. She has Glock on her streaming desk too. Oh. Send Vicky shekels to upgrade from dial-up, says Snoop. Vicky, well, how about you guys send in some super chats then, asshole? Huh? Anyways, so they were after crypto. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Says Harger. Her jaw looks pretty jacked up. This is MAGA country. It says Straight Sage. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are 1000% right. That did happen. Black people just found out about crypto, so they steal it. Jesus Christ. All right. Not even gonna finish that one. Desert Nomad says find out more by subscribing to her OnlyFans. Fair. Ken says she looks very calm for someone that was in such a serious situation 2 days before. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never really base it off of like, oh, they seem a lot calmer. They seem a little too anxious. Because I never know. Like, maybe she's been through a lot more, maybe she's been through a lot of traumatic shit before. And so this is,
Yeah.
I just don't know. This video needs yakety sax playing. What that dog doing? Says Urinal Licker. Why does it sound like she was telling them to follow her in? I think she did because they already had her at gunpoint. Benny Hill music in background would be best. And Holy Fat Malin's roasting DG on Ethan's stream. Oh, well, that is cool. For Malin being a crybaby again. Always the case. Always the case, guys.
Always the case.
So.
Yeah.
Now we got some Rekieta stuff. Rekieta just still can't shut the fuck up, guys. And even like it's like, yeah, like you're not in a lawsuit anymore, but you don't have to respond to everything. But he thinks he does. But he very much...
he hasn't been sentenced yet.
Yeah, I know that
either.
But it's like, you know, you don't have to respond to everything.
The house
Let me call in.
Coming up.
I'll be less than 15 mins.
Jesus fucking Christ! Look, Aaron's already triggered Nick. Let's have Nick call in and go. Yeah, but my house. Yeah, but.
Hey, what's up? You'd asked me a question earlier, but I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was about the house or something. I was here to answer it.
Oh, he said, why aren't you tube streaming? Because you can't do it without alcohol, and that's why you're not streaming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. It's impossible to live stream without alcohol. I don't know how anybody does it. That's crazy. He's right. He's got me. I'll never stream again. Like I was too hung up on past stuff, and it was making me sad, and I didn't want to do a sad show because that's boring. No one wants to hear about gay personal drama all day. They want to do they want to be entertained.
People want to hear about this gay personal drama, though.
Right, but they don't want me to go on and talk about why I'm sad every day, which is all I could kind of think about for a while. I had to get my head right, you know. So that's why I didn't do that. I do love the house thing. So just to give some context, Aaron approached me to buy the house. And the first thing he said when April left him was, dude, I don't think I'm going to be able to buy the house right now. And I immediately said, I don't care. Don't worry about it. It was such a weird thing. I'm like, don't you care that your wife left? But, his whole thing is so interesting. Everything that he does is he's sitting there talking about, oh man, they're in the throes of addiction and stuff. It's like, where are you getting any of this? He's admitted so many times that he left. He hadn't been to our house in over a month by the time the cops came in. So he had no idea what's going on, but then he'll go on and be like, that wasn't all the coke they had. It was crazy. One of the things that held us up on all this stuff, because we wanted to immediately, when the government takes your kids, the first thing you think of is, how do I get my kids back? And we were under the impression that our kids were coming back within a week, 10 days, they make sure the house is all good, and they're going to send our kids back. And then all of a sudden they're telling us, no, it's going to be a while. And we're baffled because We have excellent relationships with our kids. They're all well-adjusted. I've said all this a million times. But so we want to like figure out how to get our kids back. Well, the government now has a weapon to use against you, which is your children, in the other matter, which is a criminal case. And so they wanted us to tell the story about the drugs and all that stuff, and how did they get in the house, and we want to know all this. And it's like, well, I'm not going to incriminate myself in my criminal law case for the purpose of the family law case, because it wouldn't really be useful to get.
Even this Melton dude, who I hear is a sick fuck. But even this dude's like, oh, Nick, just get on with it, dude. You can see it in like his facial expressions. He's just like, fucking shit. Why'd I let him on?
The kids back and then go to prison, right? So until I had some sort of assurance. And so what we were waiting for was something called a use immunity agreement, which is where you can give statements in one case, and those statements are sealed in that case. They cannot be used against you in a criminal matter. They tried not to do it because they normally are dealing with poor people who don't speak English. Wilmer has a high Somali and high Mexican immigrant population.
Gross.
Very specifically, and it's this weird anomaly. The county is like 95% white. Wilmer is a third white, a third Mexican, and a third Somali. It's that diverse. It's the most diverse city in Minnesota, I believe. So they're used to dealing with people who have no legal experience, very little resources, and don't speak English. So they can muscle them into all sorts of stuff, leveraging children. So for us, I'm a lawyer. I'm like, no, we're not going to do this. We're not going to compromise ourselves. We wouldn't do us any good to get our children back and then have to be taken away.
He's just like, fucking shit.
We were waiting on this use immunity.
Looking up.
But I told the county,
trying
like,
to find
once
a
you
way
give us
out.
the
He's
use
falling
immunity,
asleep.
I'll tell you like whatever you need to know about the circumstances about why we had this stuff.
Patrick, please tell me this is the long con and you're gonna snake this motherfucker.
I'm not trying to snake anybody. I give people a fair shake. Like, again, if a year from now, if Nick is still going on and on about April, I'm tapping out.
No. That's the thing. I was saying I didn't want to do that. Like, I wanted to get over all this stuff. This was a really intense part of my life, and like there's lots of collateral stuff that happened that I had to work through. That's why I haven't been streaming.
I agree. You shouldn't stream. You should fucking get your head right, get your family right, take care of your kids. And you know, I told you all this bluntly in private as well. You know this. Like, I'm not saying one thing one place and one the other. So,
and I agree with you. That's the thing I wanted to get across. Like, I agree with that advice, and I appreciate that candor from you, honestly. One other thing I want to address: Aaron keeps doing this. He keeps saying I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Both of my parents worked full-time jobs through me going through college. My mom worked for 25 years in the mortgage industry. My dad worked for Cray for 35 years. Like, they were full-time workers. There was no generational wealth. My grandfather made a bunch of money in like 2007, and some of that matriculated down to some people. I could tell you, like, this all comes from a misread of my grandfather's will when I was doing the Vic Mignogna case. A third-year law student found my grandfather's will, which is a matter of public record in the town in which he's deceased. And they posted it online because they're a quality person.
Yeah.
That's true.
But then they proceeded to misanalyze something called a residuary trust, a residuary estate trust. So what happens is when you die,
I mean,
Listen
I
to
hear
these
he's
rackets,
you die,
man.
you might make a bunch of money.
I hear
like you
he's
win the
a
lottery,
piece of shit,
get big on a
weirdo,
scratch off, whatever.
into some weird
And that
shit,
money might
but-
not be accounted
Oh, I'm
for.
sure he is,
That would go
but
into,
anybody who's
you
got
can have it go
into
into something
this,
called a
like-
residuary trust.
Yeah, I wouldn't
and
wish
then that trust is managed by
Nick
someone.
on
That's
my
only
worst
if there
enemy.
is unaccounted for
No,
money.
man.
So a bunch of lawyers online all misread this as there was a huge trust account that my grandpa left behind, that was being managed by my friend who's a lawyer. But that residuary account doesn't exist. It never did. There was never anything.
And
left
it's fine.
over.
But again, this is just what, like, Josh Denny does this to me and tells everybody that I'm a trust fund kid. It's like, my parents were divorced and poor. Again, I'm Florida white trash. Like a trust fund. I've never had a trust fund in my life. My mom died, and then I got Social Security because I was underage without a parent. When my mom died, I got her Social Security, you know? Like,
yeah.
But that's just the law. Like,
for Aaron doesn't, he has no concept of like money or how anything works. And it shows all the time. One, the fact that his goal exists in the first place and is so low is embarrassing for him. April never knew how much money I made, but
this guy is putting me to sleep.
Good. Go to sleep. It was like, this is not a brag. I always marvel at this. The amount of money on social media is comical. And I made Aaron's annual income every month and a half. And he's like sitting there talking about this silver spoon and this trust fund. It's like, no, Aaron, I just was making a shitload of money.
And literally,
But he has
Aaron's mom is a lunch lady. If anybody was born with a spoon in their mouth.
The idea that April didn't know when it was written up in the news.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna robot out again. But the idea that April didn't know when it was written up in the news how much money Rackets was making from streaming is a little disingenuous.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's just kidding himself.
Yeah.
At least a tablespoon. I don't
Yeah,
know.
look,
One of the
I
big
mean,
ones.
these, again, you don't have to defend yourself about all this stuff, and you shouldn't. Like, it's retarded.
No.
Aaron knows it's retarded, and...
No, he...
Oh, yeah, those fucks. To people like Slug or Mr. Sen, yeah, he's not that bad. Mr. Sen, previously known as Senpai's home, is a sick fuck.
Yes.
And I exposed him, like a couple years ago, and he's always hated me for it. Many of you have seen it. Video on my DA Talks channel. Check it out if you haven't.
If you haven't, go see it.
It's good.
Not now, but
Not
later.
He doesn't, though. That's the funny thing. I promise you, he does not actually know it's retarded. And this again goes to the pathology of Aaron Imholt, in which no reality exists for him other than what he needs to be real at a moment. But he doesn't understand that that's happening. His brain does it automatically, probably to insulate him. I have no idea if it's due to like a trauma or if he's just had some sort of break somewhere in life. But he does not know that a reality other than what he's saying in the moment exists. And I will take this to my grave and I'll preach it from the mountains, because if you don't understand this about Aaron, you will never get him. You'll think he's like a nefarious actor. He's not. He's just like, his brain cannot understand that there's a reality outside of what he wants.
You think he genuinely thinks he's killing it and beating everyone?
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Then why is he so neurotic?
But anyway, I told you I'd keep it less than 15 minutes. I didn't want to drag.
Because you made us sit through all this, now you have to tell the other story.
The other story.
Because he won't be able to refute it because someone's in it he can't mention. When you were in the bedroom and they were in the bathroom. Come on, tell it.
This part's very sad.
Come on.
So you asked me a question on My Little Piggy. You said, was there any like crazy group stuff or whatever? And I had to think about it, because there really wasn't. But there was this one time when I was with April, and then he came into the room and like did the whole, like, he knelt down, grabbed her hand.
Hold on. You came into the room and everyone else decided to join in, right? Everyone else decided they were going to have fun in the bed.
Yeah.
But then Aaron...
Yes, except except for him.
What did he
Who
do?
did not.
What did he do?
I was saying, he knelt down, like grabbed April's hand.
While she's
Gave
getting fucked by you.
I mean, you didn't have to put it crassly.
Yes.
And then he went in the other room and cried.
No.
So,
what did he say? What did he say to her while she was? Come on, tell it the way you told me. Hey, you're all shy now.
Come on, man.
on.
Don't do this to me. He asked her how everything was, how she was doing. Give the old check-in.
I thought you said that he said, come on. This is about
Look, I'm not
Aaron.
getting
This
too
is
deep
making
into
Aaron
details.
look bad. Just say what Aaron said.
I don't remember exactly what I told you.
So it's fake.
It was because no, it's not fake at all.
Can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
You said that he came in the room, he refused to participate, and he took her hand and was telling her that he likes the way she takes it.
Oh yes, sorry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that part.
Yes.
Again,
Yeah, I just forgot.
Being diplomatic in how I talk about this stuff because I don't
Yeah, of
really
course, it's
want to get.
I get it.
Yeah, that was a really
salacious
diplomatic
details,
way
like
to
it's-
tell this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate rackets.
Oh man.
Man, I hate rackets.
Yeah.
That's just sad.
It was wait. He doesn't remember the lie he told him, and so he's like, "Oh, haha, yeah, that part that happened. Yeah, I remember. I just wasn't trying to, I didn't want to put it on blast or nothing. Like, sure, sure. Oh, that was sad and cringe. But yeah, just shut the fuck up, dude. Like, you don't. Like I said, I've heard this Melton guy's a piece of shit, but he was right when he said, you don't have to and you shouldn't respond to everything. But he's going to continue
He will.
responding
He
to
can't help
everything
it.
because it literally is like the only thing that's keeping him relevant, and after all this is said and done, he's trash.
Yeah. It's over.
Yeah. So, I miss the aggressive transition sound. We'll get it back to you, bud. We'll get it back. Next
Sorry,
stream.
Woodrow.
Oh yeah, that's the lie. Am all for bashing Aaron, but man, Nick sucks at it. Yeah, I agree because Aaron is he's a cuck piece of shit.
Retard.
He's a creep. He's an opportunistic grifter.
He's
very
just gross.
dishonest. Yeah, gross all around. He should be bashed. Nick should not be the one to do it. He should just move on.
Yeah.
He's Melton's personal lolcow. Yeah, but even Melton was like, "Fuck this, bro." He's like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
Fandom actually says that Melton guy is hunchback like crazy, spine like a coat hanger.
Ouch.
Yeah, Melton is for sure milking him for content. No, for sure, but he it seemed
He had
very
to
much
pay
like
for
he
it.
he regretted
He definitely had to pay for it.
letting him on for 15 minutes. I'd have been like, you got 5. You got 5. Melton hates Nick and is just using it. I agree. He said same thing on J Money's latest. Oh, they're talking about. Anyways, so guys, we got one more thing, and then we're gonna cover the Dan Fraga, Ethan, Malin, Shane, Kerfluffle over the Dungeoneers. But before we do that,
hey, let me call in.
Oh shit!
I'll be less than 15.
Not that. Before we do that, where'd I put those?
I don't know.
Oh, there they are. Eric July kind of went in on Dick Masterson, and it actually he seemed pretty spot on it. So let's just take a quick read. Do you want to read it? Oh, are you even there?
I am.
All right.
Ish. Yeah, you read it.
I read it. Okay. Guys, I got to do literally everything around here. It's terrible. Except
If
for
my
those
internet-
last, 3 videos. Those were not... everything but that last one was Vicky. But I have to do everything around here, guys. It's crazy.
If my internet didn't suck, I would do
Yeah,
it, but-
excuses, Vicky. We don't need it. No, I'm joking. I do probably the least. Not probably, yeah, definitely. Vicky does most stuff, but I'm still going to complain. Eric July says, I'll give you my attention this one time. I know this will be the highlight of your last 5 years, and you'll create a lot of content out of it. Your entire narrative hinges on controlling the conversation while I focus on actually running my business. You don't really have anything else to do, and that works to your benefit. That's why you keep lying to people, desperately trying to stay in control of narratives. 0 emails or contacts were ignored. The screenshot the screenshot you're showing, which I've never seen before, doesn't even support your own claim that I stopped responding. If they planned to send me something or drafted it, does not mean that I actually received it. You retard. I was never served. Attached is an email I received before the trial, completely blowing a hole in your argument. No trial ever took place that required us to appear. I've never failed to appear. There was no case that I lost. You've lied about the entire thing. Your comedic career peaked in a Pizza Hut commercial that didn't even air. Not a single reputable film, show, or stand-up special to your name. At best, you're just a gay podcaster. You built your entire brand piggybacking off a man you once idolized like a father, Maddox, and when that dried up, you latched on to me. Now you hover, obsess, lie. And while I allegedly enjoy getting pegged in a cow costume and blowing dudes at festivals, you'll need to find another bull for your affairs. I'm not interested. You got your homosexual ego bruised. One video of me not even mentioning you, covering your nonsensical reviews, has sent you into 2-year meltdown, where you've wasted thousands of hours crying about me. You can dish it out. You can dish out critiques, but fall apart when yours get dismissed. You being unimportant irritates you. What really makes you a hoe? What really makes you a hoe is how you operate through others, using your pet retard to do your dirty work. You're not some enemy of mine. You're just a low-effort content farmer, desperate to leech off someone with no interest in engaging in this clown show. All right, and let's see. That's why when people like Pod Awful, who actually have the time to clap back, that's why you run from people like Pod Awful, who actually have the time to clap back. You need another Maddox to stay relevant because nobody actually cares about you. You can't carry anything by yourself. You're a 40-plus-year-old, unaccomplished, unfunny shock jock who gossips like a schoolgirl for engagement. You hide behind comedian tag to excuse your lies and retardation. You lied about the pull-up narrative, claiming I aimed that at you, yet still sent a pet retard. You lied about your pet retard's case. You lied about our charity involvement, even going so far as to tag the IRS and contact the charity like a Karen. injecting yourself into something that had nothing to do with you, where there was no malpractice, all for content, because you're boring as shit, and yet we're still here, still building. That pisses you off. Our success is living proof of just how irrelevant and uninfluential you are. You're a reckless drughead, low impulse control degenerate, surrounded by people who reflect the same traits, constantly running from responsibility, stability, decency, and anything resembling a meaningful legacy. Woo. And I'll give you that much. In that regard, you're more of a nigga than I ever could be. This is the only time I'm addressing you. You need me, not the other way around.
Oof.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Okay.
That was brutal.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. Might need to adjust the time going live. Oh. Okay. Raptor will be going live after this, is what he's saying right there. EVS is not EVS is not important enough for Eric to make this kind of post to. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, EVS is somehow less than Dick Masterson.
Yeah.
Juju the cow? Yeah, Dick Masterson. I can't words. Oh God, please not Dean reading. That wasn't that bad.
No.
Well, you signed up a woman as your co-host, so you're right, Aldous. This is my fault. I did this
Monday or Tuesday.
I did this to myself.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to open anything else but the StreamYard tab.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Like Juju is still trying to figure an angle to survive. Yes. Black Power, says Pest. I'm right there with you, buddy. I stand in solidarity. He burned himself pretty good. Dickerson can't even cover the tweet without looking bad at the same time. A lot of new updates. Yep. So, guys, let's check out this shit show that happened last night.
Oh, goodness gracious, was it something?
Yeah. I just want to preference this by saying, you know what? Fuck everybody involved.
Yeah, all of them.
Literally every player.
Almost all of them.
Yeah. Not the Dungeoneer people, but like the players in this.
The Kings.
Yeah.
The Kings, yeah.
Every side and Allie as well.
Yeah.
When I see guys like PTP doing things that are essentially what I want to call the poster child of what Comicsgate was supposed to represent, right? Hi, Purple Brain. Comicsgate was about creating a platform, and I'm using John Malin's words right now. Creating a platform, having a fan base, talking to that fan base, creating also a network of friends. I love drawing pouches. You know, and then doing a campaign and delivering on it. Guess what? I haven't delivered on a campaign, and people fucking love me. You know, that actually bothers me every day, and I don't talk about that, but it does, because I see guys like PTP who have literally delivered on everything they said they would. And they are called Dungeoneers. They're called other names because they're trying to lift Comicsgate. You know, we did the thing in New Jersey, and it was awesome. Garden State was great, and PTP saw an opportunity with Tampa, and it was flipped up on them. And I again, the cannibalism that happens within our ranks, it doesn't need to be happening. You know, that's the thing is like I always I invite John Malin. He's happy to you know, take my invite or whatever. He can come on my show anytime. You know, we have a decent rapport. I don't like the way he talked about my friends Rini and Allie. I don't like the way John Malin or Shane talk about PTP. I don't like it.
Are we here to create? Or are we here to be
yeah
mean girls? Like, are we here to make
Well,
comic books?
I
Or are
don't
we here to be
subscribe.
high school mean girls?
I don't subscribe to that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't want to make a burn book?
The thing is let me just say, let me say this straight up. Ethan Van Sciver is my friend. His business is his business, and I'm very grateful to him for everything he's done for me, everything I've seen him done for my friends. That said, there are plenty of things that I don't agree with.
Indeed.
That are in his format, and those people are responsible for their own things. So I'll call you by name: Shane Davis, John Malin. You guys want to be a little 8th grade lockers?
Don't forget Mandy. She's part of their little quadrumvirate.
I don't pay. I don't even know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Like that irreverence. All I'm saying is like, John, you fucking draw awesome, bro. You're fucking smart as fuck, man. Why? What the fuck are you doing? Same with you, Shane. Like, I've met you in person now. I've shook your hand. You don't need to down anybody, especially within your own group.
Yeah, or are we here to smoke crack with haggard homeless Asians? The only reason I'm here is to smoke crack with haggard homeless Asians. Living that best life, EVS style.
The people that you downed are part of our community and are contributing to our community. So if you want words, you can come talk to me about those things.
Because they know you don't pay attention. They make you think. They don't respect your brain. They make you think all this started at Tampa. That's not the fucking case. It started long before that. It started with the campaign. It started with the boycott that Comicsgate has had on Kickstarter since the beginning. All this stuff is the stuff. That's what fucking Patrick Parnell was mad about. That we had a boycott on Kickstarter because he makes toys now and he wants to sell them on Kickstarter, and it makes him look like a fucking dope, a sellout. Fuck you. Fuck you, Patrick. And fuck you, Dan, for not asking me any of this. Don't get my side of the story, Dan. He didn't ask me one thing. That guy never reached out to me and said he's got my phone number. He sends me texts every once in a blue moon, but he never bothered to say, hey, dude, can you just like let me know what's kind of actually going on from your perspective? Because I'm about to do a stream where I'm going to blow up on you and Shane, and somehow I'm going to leave Ethan out of it. But
you noticed that too. You noticed that too.
It's just like fucking Ethan.
It's not my problem.
He's not a misunderstood hero, Alex. No, Alex, you can fix him. Oh, golly, don't even try.
Rini's trying out lesbianism. She's,
oh my god, what?
Dipping her toe in. Where
like, okay. You know, I hate to agree with the point being made here by Famalin and Shane, but why the fuck does Ethan get a pass?
Yeah, Ethan should not be getting a pass. He's the fucking ringleader.
Like, because you're friends with Ethan, he gets a pass. Like, I was very much not impressed with Dan's stream and what he was saying.
The rationalization was just really bad.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yeah, like
Ethan.
John and fucking Shane, what they did was like, yeah, but what about Ethan as
What
well?
Ethan does is Ethan's business, but I have a problem with what you guys did because that's not your business.
Very odd.
Is very morally shallow.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah, Dan on that
she's
one. Probably cosplaying the whole situation.
Dan Fraga, are you serious? This is What you hooked your horse to? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on. Are you played that easily? Because I mean, I couldn't believe when he was like, no, that water thing with Mandy never happened because Allie said it didn't. That's the proof. Wouldn't you at least be kind of like, yeah, maybe?
Well,
Because that's
the
how I
Will
feel
guy-
about it. I'm like, yeah, Mandy's got a side, Allie's got a side. That's how I feel. I wasn't there. I'm like, maybe,
it kind of got lost because of his mic volume, but actually the Will guy was screaming, "That's a lie! That's a lie!" And it's like, well, you
oh, the
weren't
water
there.
was a lie.
Yeah, like he was.
So again, he would have had to have believed Allie completely. Like no rational person should ever believe women, first of all. But if you are in a situation where you may have to believe one or the other, you know what I mean? Like,
and like
he has half a point. He has half a point.
Well, it's like, I very much hold that near and dear to my heart. Shouldn't trust women, but but when Malin says it, it makes me want to trust women. He's taking the coolness, away from being based. Being based is no longer cool. Thanks, Malin.
His argument is literally, you want us to take your friend's side because you believe your friend, while we believe our friend because it's our friend. Like, that's his entire fucking argument.
Yeah.
But he tries to make it sound like they're somehow in the wrong for believing their friend.
Yeah.
you still leave it at that kind of 50-50 until you find out that Allie is a known fucking liar. Shane, where the hell are you?
John, your channel's down. You've been struck.
Oh my God, are you serious?
You got
How did
it.
I get struck?
Screenshot. It's in the weekly room. There's a screenshot of it.
Hold on. Weekly room. Twitter. Okay.
I'm not even
that's
making
much
this
better.
up. Holy shit.
Weekly room. Video unavailable, no longer available due to
just share
copyright
my
claim by
screen.
Allie Sandquist.
Thank you, Plungecast. I have now fixed it. Thank you. The rest of you could have said something about my low volume. But thanks, Plungecast. I'm glad someone finally did, like an hour into the stream. Thanks, guys. Like, what the fuck? Thank you.
Just share my screen. Just share my screen.
Dude, are you kidding me? Oh my God. Hold on.
Yeah, also that was pretty pretty gay of Allie.
Super, super gay.
Super gay. Like, what? Why do that?
It was strictly like she turtled really hard. She struck them. She protected her tweet. I have to take their word for them because she's had me blocked since.
Her Twitter is now protected, actually.
Yeah, it's protected.
Okay. Thanks. How's your father? Yeah, your volume was super low. Oh, thanks. Great Goldworm says I like you better on low volume. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I expect people saying that to Vicky, but
Hey.
But come on, guys. What? No, I mean, don't say it to anybody. It's messed up.
It's mean. Don't say those kind of things to Dean.
You think I know what it is with Allie. All this other shit just complaints, but goth is a phase. And you go back and play the tapes, that fucking stung. When I said that.
Yeah, it was that weak ass line that.
I don't know if.
Yeah,
the
that's
goth
what it
is a
was.
phase.
Yeah.
I think I know what it is. It's because I said goth is a phase. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure she cared about your weak ass fucking insult. Fucking loser.
Actually, no. The rest of the insult is truly insulting, though.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, but
if you play it, like, because he's. Go ahead.
I didn't make a friend. That's all I'm saying.
No, you didn't. I remember saying what you laughed in her face. And I remember saying to you, Shane, she probably means it. You know, trying to like, hey, Shane, she's believing this bullshit that she's over here spewing, and you just, you know, you double down on it. You just went on like goth as a phase. And I'm just, oh dear.
Yeah, you know what it was, but nobody ever understood. I wasn't saying it was a phase for her. I was saying it's a phase for guys. That
Yeah,
they just kind of pass through goth chicks. They don't really, you know, they don't set up camp really. You know, they don't.
He wasn't
They're
just
kinda
calling her a
going through.
goth chick. He was telling her that she was going to
I
be
know what it
alone for
is
the
with
rest of her
Allie.
life.
Yeah, I mean, but that's also
But
true.
you know, but that's not, you know, I mean, I'm not going to argue, but so just saying, you know, it's because I made that comment, the goth chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mandy has sound like Dean. What?
What?
The
That was a bannable offense in this chat.
some of you are getting too comfortable in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you all to know, some of you I'm so angry about what you said, I can't even speak, Angela. I'm going to shout angrily in your face after this stream. I want you to know that. I am going to. I don't know how, I don't know where, I don't know when, but I'm going to angrily shout in your face. Dean sounds like he has a red Dixie cup to his face, getting ready to drink, but keeps talking.
That's not true, Dean.
Yeah, that was mean. I mean,
It was
oh, because it's low volume. Okay, I get you. Oh no, goth mommies, is Tipster here? Saggy Melons run. That is probably the best comment of tonight. Many of you will not get it, but it's good. Did you ever give Angela the talk last night? I gave her the fist to her face. Don't fuck with the leader, Dean. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
All this other shit just complaints, but goth is a phase. And you go back and play the tapes, that fucking stung. When I said that.
What? I don't know if the goth is a phase that
Did this replay?
I didn't make a friend. That's all I'm saying.
No, you didn't. I remember saying what you laughed in her face. And I remember saying to you, Shane, she probably means it. You know, trying to like, hey, Shane,
I think you might have put this twice in here.
That she's over here spewing.
That's also a possibility. You know, There's a lot to cycle through.
And I'm just, oh dear.
Yeah, you know what it was, but nobody ever understood. I wasn't saying it was a phase for her. I was saying it's a phase for guys. That they just kind of pass through goth chicks. They don't really, you know, they don't set up camp really. You know, they don't. They just kind of go on through them, and that's why I don't know. Anyways, yeah, Jabba. Shane really bullied her. Did I though? I thought I was trying to talk her off of the goth ledge.
Dude, you didn't. I mean, I don't get offended by the shit you do to me, and you were like 1,000,000 times worse to me than you ever are to her. Like 1,000,000, and I don't get offended by it. She's just thin skinned, and this is just really not where you don't need to be on the internet if you are that thin skinned. I mean, that's just you don't. I mean, this is just not the place for you. If something like goth is a phase, is something that, or even a fake fart is something that's going to upset you that bad, this is not the place for you.
All the cons I'd ever went to working at DC Comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of panels that would happen. There'd be like the DC Town Hall news where they just tell you everything happening at DC. And
so what happened? So Allie struck your thing. So reverse the strike, because that's not, you can't copyright strike someone for doing commentary of their shit. So immediately contest that. She's a stupid bitch. Hey, Allie, fuck you for that. That's called false flagging, you piece of shit. By the way, That's a line that you just crossed by striking John's channel. You put content on the internet, we're allowed to, even if you don't like it, you think we're being bullies to you or whatever it is that's going on in your stupid head, you copyright strike somebody who's doing commentary of your content and you have become a false flagger. Congratulations for entering that territory now. Butthurtomania. Sorry, that's going to get overturned, and I am going to personally make trash cast out of this shit today. It's going to be hilarious. There will be
when
thought you were
do,
bullied
people who see this
before.
shit, whatever
make sure
it is.
that whatever you do, make sure you point out that she's against censorship and evil. Yeah, censorship is evil.
I mean,
quote you from the recording.
They made Dan his leader. Dan doesn't know it, but he's getting played by a bunch of fucking fools. And
Yeah,
that makes
Phil
that makes
Diaz-
Dan a fool, and that makes it hard for me to respect Dan.
Phil Diaz quotes your advice to him, Ethan,
like what?
from the recording. Yeah, on that stream, he quotes it. Yeah, so you were heard, on repeat, probably.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. You know what? Sometimes I'm just kind of like, maybe I'll just disappear and draw my fucking book. I don't know. How about that? How about that? Graveyard Shift Volume 5 variants. Guys, go out here and check it out. John's gotten some shit tonight on his channel. So why not put some money in this campaign? Not really, but
Everyone go out there. Buy a book if you hate that Bish.
Right.
God, I hate that laugh.
And true to form, they use it to shill because they were victims.
Yeah.
That laugh is horrible.
It is terrible. It is probably the worst thing I've heard all night. But yeah, guys, I don't know. Like,
they're all horrible people.
I don't think one thing I was, I don't think Dan Fraga is a horrible person.
Don't.
What?
Nothing.
But I don't think he should have done that stream. Personally, just get your fucking book out. Let's focus on getting the book out before anything else. Right?
Yeah. It's been 4 years.
It's been 4 fucking years, bro. There's really just no excuse. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I'm still, I can't get past the excusing Ethan. Then there was the whole, well, we're the victims in all this, even though we went after first. But, it just, everything about it was skeevy and just cringy and really difficult to have to listen to for hours on end.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
To try to find anything, and then to make it worse, because I mean, I was screen recording it as it went down, fortunately, so I was able to catch the reaction. And then it was on Twitter. You may still be able to see it on Twitter, but trying to screen record from Twitter was a pain in the ass, and I just finally gave up on that. But then Shane had to have a stream. And then I couldn't even be asked to watch fucking Ethan's stream. Both of them, just 'cause it's,
Yeah.
So he can bash on Allie some more. As much as I don't like Allie, and what she did was stupid as fuck. Man, talk about, I mean, that's like punching so far down, it's in like the sub basement.
Well, yeah, I don't. So I have mixed feelings about this. But like, I'm not a person that thinks that it's not okay to punch down. Right, like,
But they did it first for no reason. Like, they went after They went after Ali and Rennie for absolutely no fucking reason.
Yeah,
EFAPing the stream,
yeah,
and
I
then
get
get
that.
all, and then they get a reaction, and then it's just an excuse for them to continue going after.
No,
Now they have a quote reason that they set up to happen in the first place.
Yeah,
I mean, not necessarily the DMCA strike, but
yeah,
something happening.
No, I get that. But like, I think it's okay to punch down. I don't think it's okay to act as if you did nothing. When people are upset, people have a right to be upset. Even like when I upset people, I never think that person really has the nerve to be upset. Like I said, the things to upset them. Yeah, they have every right to be upset. But it's like, it's okay to punch down. I'm okay with it. It's not okay to act as if you did nothing when the person talks shit back, or when they feel like they've been, gone after. To then like pretend to be the victim, that's gay.
But it's exactly what Malin and all of them,
I know.
Malin and Shane and Ethan did to the chat, right? Like it's almost what they did to Vanessa and all of them. And it seems that somehow, I roboted out again, somehow Dark Gift ends up being excoriated yet again.
Yeah.
So we've come full circle.
Yeah. But like there are like limits of what you. Oh, by the way, we have a $5 super chat. Finally, somebody sends us some fucking money.
Thank you.
Thanks. And the rest of you. Come on, guys. You guys are working overtime to keep up with these goons. Thanks, Nail Bunny. Appreciate the $5. Oh shit. More monies. Batsy Bell sends in a $20 super chat that says, "Great show tonight." Well, thank you for the $20.
Thank you, Batsy.
And the rest of you? Really? So yeah, it's like, but like I'm okay with punching down, but you also like there's also ways to go about punching. I'm not okay with lying about shit, which I think they very much have in this. I don't think Ali spilt water, but
oh yeah, and then who their backup is on that one? Jay
Bama?
fucking Bama fan.
Yeah, Jay Bama is the one that
nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. Even I don't even think he admitted originally to having seen it. Just that the books were wet, right? I don't think there were any eyewitnesses. That nobody saw shit. They just decided to blame Allie. Maybe she did it. I don't know, but maybe she did.
Yeah, maybe she didn't. And maybe I'm born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Yeah. But yeah, like so Jay Bama's your source. Gotta say, I press X to doubt. But also, on the other side of things, getting big upset because people made fun of you, and even if they lied, to strike their stream is pretty fucking gay.
Yeah.
False copyright strike. It's not about the optics to me. I know when I was talking to people about it last night, people kept bringing up how bad it makes things look. For me, it's not about the optics. It's just morally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Don't false copyright strike people. That's fucking gay. Even if it is Shane and Malin and no, like if it's not okay to be done to us, it's not okay to be done to them. It's not okay to be done to even Allie, even after she false copyright struck. So you get like, just don't do it, Allie. Like what the.
Exactly.
You made Dan look like a bigger ass than he already does, in my opinion. Like here he does literally sticking up for you specifically. And it's like, and then you pull that shit.
Yeah.
To me, he already looked like an ass. Just get your fucking book out, dude. And you've now made him look like even more of an ass, and you should feel bad about that. For sure. That's a
One-eyed justice, Dean.
yeah,
One-eyed
one-eyed justice. You know what I mean? So it's just not good, guys.
No.
Dean is old enough to remember when emo was at peak. I am. You look fantastic, Dean. Love the hair, darling. Thank you. I feel fabulous. I heard I was dead to Dean. Yes, that is right. Oh, thank God you're here. You were up on that fuck stream, Phil. And do you know what that guy fucking did? Phil?
He excused Ethan.
No, he raped Goku, Bulma, Yamcha, and Piccolo. He called him Piccolo. That dude created the storyboard thumbnails for Dragon Ball Evolution. And it is a sin that can't be. It's like Jesus died for our sins, except that one. Except specifically that one. Instant hell. And may God not have mercy on Dan Fraga's soul when he dies. Very much may the devil torture him for good. And forever. And for eternity. Total Fraga death. And Phil, may God have mercy on your soul, bud. You are dead to me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You're fucking dead to me. The fact that you even have the nerve to show up in this chat, come on, bro.
Too far, Dean.
What?
Just a step too far.
Just a step too far. Yeah. Let's just read some of the chat. I've been ignoring a lot of the chat up until this point. So let's see. God, all these people sound the same, says Charlie McNeilson. They are literally probably all the same person, just in a different outfit / mask. Dean sounds like he's... okay. Only Evan simps give a shit. Allie didn't false flag. She copyright striked him. There was nothing false about it. Yeah, no, it is a false.
Yeah, there was it was a false strike. She struck him EFAPing an EFAP of her stream. There was already commentary on the original EFAP, and then they were adding even more commentary the next time around. It was as false a flag as you can get.
Yeah, it'd be
she
like...
just did it because she was pissed.
Yeah, and
like,
she basically said as much in Raptor's chat. I'll remove it when they admit that they lied.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really no validity to the claim. Anybody can send in a copyright strike, and it'll do that exact same thing. Just most people have the decency to not be a piece of shit about it. But it will get reversed. I guarantee it's going to be reversed. And that'll show that it's false. But to say what you're saying would be like saying that pretty much every time Raptor does a stream, he's committing multiple copyright strikeable like events on his channel, and I would say that's silly. Commentary is most usually fair use.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they were doing. It's exactly what Lord Raptor Jesus does. It's exactly what a lot of people on YouTube do. And it is a false flag. It's fucked up. So let's see. Laugh bag. Her laugh is better than Katie's. Well, that's fair. Mandy's laugh is better than Katie's. Not by much.
No, not by much at all.
But it is at least a little. Evan needs Fraga in CG to make himself look better with his own late books. He threw him under the bus from what I'm hearing. Fraga was misguided about Dragon Ball. Okay, Angela, it's like you want to be kicked out of this chat. It's like you want to be kicked out of this chat, Angela. Keep asking for it, and it may just happen. It may just happen. Dean, I have no down to punch to. I keep imagining Dean brushing his hair behind his ears. Don't you dare sleep after this stream, Dean. Also attempting to slut shame Rini. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that was super fucked up.
And for, like, slut shaming her for what exactly is the weird thing. Punch down like the FedEx guy punched Shane. Rest in peace, Vanessa, says Michael. Whatever happens, they'll spin it for fodder content. Yeah, that's fair. Fuck you, Dean, I am poor. Well, fuck your broke ass hen. I think it was an accident. I don't know what that's in relation, in like a relation to. Let's see. Angela, I wrote a speech for a politician last week. If I send it to you, can you call me and ASMR it in your lovely voice so I feel less guilty about lying to taxpayers? Well, that's one hell of a request. I love it when Raptor screams, Allie! That is a Finn reference. JAV is right. Yeah. Notice, Phil, you didn't respond to any of the mean things I said. And I mean them. Oh, wait, no, maybe here. For the record, I haven't talked to Fraga since last June, besides happy holiday messages. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, bud. Yeah, sure. You're dead to me. The Crown is watching Raptor closely. Yeah, actually, I did see something from, the Crown, I saw something from Liam. He maybe EFAP'd a bit of me on Raptors. Really enjoying a meme. Did you cover Angela being the uniboober? That's funny. Yeah. Well, guys, I don't know. Vicky,
Yeah, have a great night, everybody.
Have a great night. That's it? I was going to ask if you have any following thoughts, like any...
I do not, and my internet really sucks.
Oh, yeah, she just could not wait to leave, guys. And I don't blame her. Most of you are very much... What's the word? Most of you are just kind of just a drag to be around. I'm gonna be honest. Really bringing down my vibes, guys. Yeah. Do better next week. Do better next week, guys. Raptor movies, yeah. That's it, Dean. Come on, fuck you. Fuck you for saying that. I will ban you. I'll ban everybody. I'll ban everybody. Yeah. Heard us, Dean.
Have a great weekend. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next weekend.
Will we? I don't know. I don't really want to see them next weekend. They've all very much